Hey guys, Ronnie B, BuyBulkWeigh.com, doing the Boise experiment with Big Andy Schlegel up here in Boise. Just wanted to touch base. Today was day 5 of our pre-workout session, kind of priming the body to go into the heavy-duty workouts. Although on day 5 of the pre-workouts, depending on your current athletic position, day 5 is where you start to go to failure on the final rep. So for instance, you do your moderate warm-up, get the blood flowing, and let's say you're going to do squats. You put enough weight on the squats that you're shooting for about 10 reps, but that 10 rep is an all-out effort, a maximum contraction. Possibly go into the 11th rep, but you would get to a point of momentary muscular failure where you'd be pushing for that final rep but not able to complete it, and you give it the best effort you got, absolute maximum contraction. So that's where we were today. We did the eight or nine, let me see, I think it's 8 exercises, 9 exercises, all of them to failure. And I got to tell you, that was a hurting. That was, man, after just the first couple sets, I remember doing the squats and I thought, great with the squats, I enjoyed it. It was an all-out effort. But doing that super slow cadence, and really getting a massive burn. You're doing these repetitions and exercises for a long period of time. If you think about it, on like the squats, for instance, it's taking about 10 seconds per rep. So if you get close to the 10 rep range, that's almost 2 minutes that you're enduring that exercise. So the workout, going to failure on those reps and those sets, it was absolutely exhausting. It was a pretty brutal workout. And I remember even thinking during the deadlift, my hand kept catching on my thigh on the way up, and it was just adding to the resistance. Of course, I was extremely exhausted. At this point, I felt like throwing up on a couple occasions. I didn't throw up. I had a light breakfast, so I was okay. But I remember on more than one occasion, I felt extremely nauseous, and we pulled a trash can close to where we were working. But I ended up not throwing up, and I was able to finish successfully. During the workout, one thing, I was doing the calf raises, the standing calf raises, and I was just getting massive cramps in my calves initially. So I stopped, I stretched a little bit, and it's almost like I felt maybe dehydrated a little, and that could be from using the creatine as well. So I'm going to try and up my water intake and see if I get the cramping again, maybe I'll reduce the creatine or maybe eliminate it altogether and see if that kind of cures it. But again, all in all, just going to failure on these exercises, especially doing the full body, which is required in the pre-workout, the pre-heavy duty. It was absolutely brutal, and by 3 p.m., we worked out first thing in the morning. By 3 p.m., I needed a nap. I needed a seatbelt to even stay in my chair, but I was working, so I couldn't get a nap, and just had to endure. I feel pretty good now. My traps are pretty tight. My lower back and my butt feel like they're getting sore. Quads a little bit getting sore. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But the exciting part is we're done with the pre-workout. Now we can get ready for the actual heavy-duty, high-intensity workouts. Exciting stuff. We'll see what happens next week. Thanks for checking in, guys.